This is exactly how billions of oranges become the juice in your fridge at the Tropicana factory. Orange juice is the undisputed king of the breakfast table. It's packed with enough vitamin C to kickstart your nervous system. I know you love that crisp, citrus hit because it feels like drinking pure sunshine, and it is quite literally the gold standard of morning beverages. But here's the thing. That fresh juice was likely squeezed over a year ago. It's been stripped of oxygen and stored in giant silent tanks until it's basically flavorless. I've been on the floor of the world's largest juice plant in Florida for 6 days now. This facility is a beast that handles 4 million pounds of fruit every single hour. And in this video, I'm taking you through the 12 primary industrial production steps. We're going from the dirty, sandy groves all the way to the sterile, high-speed bottling line. Wait for it, because by the end of this, you'll see the secret flavor packs that give the juice its soul back. I know you're ready, so let's go. Step 1. Mechanical harvest and field extraction. Now, the journey begins with a violent mechanical tremor. These machines act with one intention: total fruit liberation. But here's the thing, we aren't just picking fruit, we're managing a literal avalanche. That's 40,000 pounds of citrus hitting the intake every few minutes. It looks chaotic, but it's actually a calculated gravitational surge. Initially, the fruit is filthy, covered in grove sand and grit. However, the factory is ready to strip that away immediately. Step 2. The torrential scouring. Next thing you know, we're hitting them with a deluge. We use high-pressure curtains to blast away the grove's filth. Those nylon brushes are spinning faster than a car tire. They're literally scouring the skin to surgical standards. But here's the kicker. The fruit must be bone dry. Why? Because any leftover water dilutes the final product. So we use jet engine scale fans to shear off every single droplet. It's a total thermal and kinetic reset. Step 3. The fractal sort. Alright, now it's time for the digital execution. These lasers are looking for defects thinner than a human hair. If an orange has a bruise, it's gone. Bang! That air jet hits with the weight of a sledgehammer. No room for rot in your morning glass. We're sorting by size, weight, and perfection. It's basically a high-speed beauty pageant with no second place. Step 4. High-torque crushing. Here's the climax of the whole operation. We're using 3,000 pounds of pressure to obliterate the fruit. It's not a gentle squeeze, it's high-torque shearing. Those steel fingers punch a hole and turn the orange inside out. In a split second, the juice is gone and the peel is trash. Actually, it's not trash. We'll turn that into cattle feed later. Right now, we're just hunting for that liquid gold. Mind you, this is the most violent part of the process. Step 5. Centrifugal refinement. Now we move from turbulent fragmentation to laminar refinement. We're spinning this juice at 5,000 Gs. That's enough force to separate the bitter pith from the sweet nectar. It's basically a high-speed gravitational filter. If we don't do this, your juice tastes like a chewed orange peel. But then again, we want precision, not just speed. As a result, the liquid becomes a smooth, uniform gold. Step 6. Flash pasteurization. Next up is the thermal shock. It kills the bacteria but keeps the flavor alive. It's a delicate balance. Too much heat and you get cooked juice. Too little and it spoils in a week. Initially, it's a problem of physics. Now, it's a matter of shelf life. Step 7. The de-aeration void. Here's the secret. Oxygen is the enemy of freshness, so we pull the juice into a total vacuum. The liquid literally explodes into a mist to release every single air bubble. Without oxygen, the juice can't rot. But then again, it also loses its smell. At this point, the juice is a blank slate. It's stable, but it's essentially soulless. Let's be honest, it's just orange-colored water now. Step 8. The silent storage. Now comes the long sleep. These tanks hold 1 million gallons each. We blanket the juice in nitrogen so it never sees the light of day. It can stay here for a year. Mind you, this is how you get fresh juice in the middle of winter. It's a massive, silent liquid treasury. Nevertheless, we can't leave it like this forever. Eventually, we have to wake it up. Step 9. Flavor pack reconstitution. Now for the industrial alchemy. We're adding the soul back. These are flavor packs made from the oils and essences we saved earlier. We inject them at high pressure to ensure a seamless rhythmic bonding. It's thinner than a human hair, but changes everything. Suddenly, the flat juice tastes like a fresh-picked orange again. Of course, it's all natural, but it's also highly engineered. Step 10. The aseptic fill. We're in the clean room. This is where the magic happens. We fill these bottles in less than a second. It's a high-speed, sterile liquid injection. We even add a puff of nitrogen to keep things fresh. One underfilled bottle and the laser kills it instantly. It's all about sub-millimeter precision now, so you see, the machine never blinks. Step 11. The rhythmic cap and label. All right, time for the branding. These labels are applied with centrifugal atomization. They shrink-wrap the bottle in a blast of steam. Then we zap them with an expiration date. It's a seamless rhythmic bonding of plastic and heat. The robotic arms move with intention and preference. Finally, the bottles are boxed and sealed with hot melt glue. No dead air here. Step 12. The final logistics cold chain. We're stacking these like a high-stakes game of Tetris. Then we wrap them in plastic under enough tension to crush a car. These forklifts are moving through a warehouse the size of 4 football fields. It's bone dry and freezing in here, but by tomorrow, this juice is in your hands. From the grove to the glass, regardless of the season, this is how it's factory made. The journey from a dirty, sandy grove to a sterile, nitrogen-blanketed masterpiece is complete. This is how it's factory made. If you enjoyed seeing 3,000 pounds of pressure turn fruit into fuel, hit that subscribe button and share this with a friend who can't start their day without a glass of OJ. Your support helps us step inside the world's most secretive factories to bring you the truth behind the products you love. What product do you want to see us uncover next? Let us know in the comments below. And if you think a million-gallon juice ocean was impressive, you'll definitely love to see how Coca-Cola is made. If you want me to take you to the Coca-Cola Bottling Company in North Carolina, United States, where they pump out 2 million units every 24 hours, click here and I'll show you how it's factory made.